state of the domestic auto industry, there's no surprise that someone like to make you think of a better time of muscle cars, time when the domestics, they ruled that market. The last couple of years, the Ford Mustang, well, it was the only game in town. When we last tested the Mustang, we were really impressed. And not just because of the styling and the power, but it was actually a really nice car to drive. Agile handling and a nice ride, it really made it a nice choice. For 2010, they heavily freshened it. The styling, it's updated, the interior, it's more refined, and they've added stability controls. Something that didn't change is the Ford Mustang. It's still a lot of fun whether or not you're driving on the street or on the track. And the 315 horsepower V8 engine in the GT, it's got plenty of grunt, plenty of power to push you back in the seat. But what the Mustang has now is competition. The Dodge Challenger is about retro styling and brute force. There's no question, this car looks really mean. But underneath this styling and this sheet metal, what you have here is basically a two-door version of a Dodge Charger. And the Dodge Charger, well, it really didn't do that well in our tests. In fact, driving the Challenger, it feels almost like you're driving a coupe version of the Dodge Ram pickup truck. They both have Hemi engines that deliver lots and lots of power. But in terms of handling, the car just doesn't feel that good. The steering isn't very responsive, and it's anything but agile. So while the Challenger may be a nice cruiser, if you want something with the power, the styling, and agile to drive too, there is another option. The Chevy Camaro may look like a throwback to a 60s muscle car, but underneath, this is a modern sports car. In fact, it's based on the Pontiac G8. The G8 in our testing, it did very well. We found it fun to drive, it handles with agility, and it rides well. The Camaro, it takes all that and brings it up a notch. No matter what engine you get with a Chevy Camaro, you get a lot of power. The base 6-cylinder engine has over 300 horsepower. That's close to what you get for the V8-powered Ford Mustang GT. And if you opt for the V8, it comes with 426 horsepower. That's 1 horsepower more than you get with the top-of-the-line Dodge Challenger SRT8. And that car costs a lot more money. But the key to the Chevy Camaro's performance is not just about power, it's about handling. And out here on our track, the car really impresses. So the muscle car wars, they're heating up fast. Which car comes out on top? Well, we're going to let you know when we're done with our testing. We spend thousands of miles with each car when we're doing our testing. We don't just tell you which one's fastest on a straight track. We'll tell you which one handles the best, most fun to drive, and even which one's most practical.